Good morning, peeps. It's Juneteenth, and today I'm thinking about one Hannibal Butler. I woke up this morning thinking about all the great ones that are the reason for our being here. They were able to sustain and keep putting one foot in front of the other and making life work as best they knew how with the tools that they had to work with. And today I'm thinking about Hannibal Butler. On an earlier talk, we introduced you to this great man. Hannibal Butler is the closest I've been able to come to a descendant from the west coast of Africa. And it's for sure that when he was put on the ship, that his name was not Hannibal. However, when he got off there in New Orleans, that's where we discover him. He stood about, according to the record, he stood about 5'6", 5'7", and when we see him, he's 17 years of age. The likelihood is he was named Hannibal after the ship, because you see, the slave ships, they had curious names. One was the HMS Black Joke. Another was called the HMS Monkey. There was the Delaware, and there was the Hannibal. There was Clotilda, which was the ship discovered last year on the coast of Alabama. There was La Amistad, and the list goes on. However, Hannibal Butler, as I said, likely came over on the Hannibal, got on the Delaware, and then was put on the little clipper, the John C. Calhoun. The record indicates that from the west coast of Africa to what was called the New World, here, Hannibal was sold for $10.50. That's what the record indicates, $10.50. Hannibal Butler was, quote unquote, the property of John Pinchland, the daddy of Peter Pinchland, who later became chief of the Choctaw Nation. More importantly, Hannibal Butler married a young filly by the name of Jane. Hannibal and Jane had a son. Likely more than one. However, the one that I've been able to identify, his name again was Adolphus. That's important because Adolphus, excuse me, married a young filly whose name was Mary. Mary and Adolphus had a son, several. Roland was their son. That's significant in the Johnson clan. Sam was a son. That's significant in the Johnson clan because out of Sam, who had a relationship with Mama Obabe, and out of that comes Uncle Emmanuel. It's fascinating, just absolutely fascinating. Uncle Emmanuel, I'm pretty sure just because of the description of Hannibal, when you look at Tony and man, I think you're looking at Hannibal Butler. That's just me. I mean, 5'6", 5'7", built like a brick house, muscular, unafraid, tackle anything. That's Hannibal Butler. And so on this day, I remember a young man who was captured on the west coast of Africa, Ghana, Morocco, Bantu. Bantu really resonates with me just because of stature, build. Hannibal comes to America. Actually, he didn't come to America. He's brought to America. And today I remember him because we're here today because men and women were brought to this country against their will. We don't know the countless ones who were thrown overboard off of those ships from the west coast of Africa to South Carolina and Florida. We don't know. The sharks know because that was their feeding ground. Our ancestors, the ones who coughed, were thrown overboard. The ones who rebelled were thrown overboard. The ones who got sick were thrown overboard and became the food supply for sharks. But Hannibal made it. Hannibal, the father of Adolphus, the father of Roland, and Sam, the father of Uncle Emmanuel. Peace.